Hello, good morning everyone, and welcome to Enigmatica 2 on the Simpletons server. How are you this morning? I have been enjoying some building. We've got ourselves another little house. This is the canola oil generation factory. You can see the power lasers coming out of here. Hello, Rocket Pants. And I'm just setting up, I want to put lights on top of there. Did I bring? I do. I need to make some glass for the windows yet, but remember last time we were getting started with actual additions and we had to make the canola oil factory thing. I've got the, what is it? The squeezer or whatever underneath the floor, and then the fermenting barrel on top, and then the oil generator on top of that. Actual Additions naturally pushes and pulls things between these blocks, so I don't need pipes. There's also a laser down there to give power to that block because that one needs it. So, and then this one is sending power out. It's sending power to the canola oil farm, and it's sending power all the way over to where we have our little setup over there. Okay, so that's what we've got so far with that. Just putting some more, not necessarily finishing touches, but some more bits and pieces to this. The canola oil farm is still just that. I'm using extra utilities, item transfer nodes, and transfer pipes to send the canola oil seeds over here because they were nice and cheap, so that's good for early game. So that is how we're getting the fuel over here. These are supposed to be turned, but I wonder if since this is the back, that wouldn't be such a big deal. And you won't be able to put them here, I don't think. Well, we've got the tree buttressed up here. Because it would go right there. I didn't want to get rid of this tree if I didn't have to. I think it's kind of interesting that it has, you know, like grown into the, against the house. So we'll try to adapt, right? Alright, so there's a little bit of lights up there. There's no windows on the front. There's just these two windows here. This one, of course, looks out into a tree, but that's okay. So yeah, I have gotten one pretty awesome loot that is helpful for us early game. And I will show you what that is here. So we're starting with extra additions for our beginning tech, and as you've seen, we've got our crusher and powered furnace. Here's the laser coming from that one oil generator that is going to keep these running for us for a while, since we don't need a whole lot of things being a builder. But I made the empowerer with the display stands all the way out here, and as you can see, they have power. But I don't have the laser coming all the way over here. One of the things I got from a loot bag, I actually had to ask like what it is, if it was going to be safe to use, because NuclearCraft, I think, has some elements of, you know, like radiation poisoning or multi-block setups. But I got this Americium RTG in a loot bag, and I'm like, I don't know what this is. I'm gonna have to investigate, because when you look at the information on it, we have the American, it says produces 150 RF per tick constantly, and when you look it up online, it says that it doesn't need fuel to get that. So I'm like, is this just kind of free power? Because if so, I'm totally using that. So yeah, it's free power. I have a laser on the underside of it pointing to all of the display stands so that they have power. So I can do my basic empowering stuff that I might need. Just like that. Free power for the empower. So that is awesome. 150 RF a tick isn't a lot. So if I wanted to like do a bunch of empowering, I would need different power, but 150 arithmetic is plenty for this right now. I'm harvesting the canola with the Actually Additions farmer. Rocket pants. We made a deal to start with Actually Additions as our first bit of tech. I hate the ugly lasers, but that's just kind of the way it is right now. But yeah, it's just a farmer. And there will be a little farmhouse here eventually. Oh, there we go. I did a bit of roots, and this is roots 3, so it's not the same as the other roots that you've seen. It's smaller. It's a smaller mod, and I know you guys we did a little bit of this together in the last stream. It's got a lot of the similar things in it, but a lot of things have changed too. The reason that I was getting into it is 1, because it's not one covered in the quest book, and 2, I wanted to see what some of these fancy soils looked like, specifically the Kalic and the Aqueous. I have to do the Aqueous yet, and this is the one I'm the most interested in, because for our Land of the Gods build that I want to do, I want some unique soil for some of the sculpted gardens, and this looks really interesting. Things I did learn was the elemental soil, which is the base for these. It increases some of the growth ticks for farms that you can place it on. And then okay. Then you can convert it to the other ones. I'm currently growing cloudberries. Cloudberries require the Kalic soil, and I will explain to you how that was made in a moment. I also have spirit herbs, which I had to make, and I'll tell you how those were made in a moment as well. I did have to activate my Grove Stone here, and it is passively planting grass and flowers and stuff around it. Is this fully grown yet? It looks like it is. Yes. Where's the seed? There it is. And in order to get some of the new crafting things, you have to activate your Grove Stone to use the Fae Crafter, which is another form of crafting. The Fae are supposed to be like the spirits of the mod that will give you things in exchange for vanilla things. Do I have a creeper up there? Is that what I'm seeing? I see a creeper. Oh, he must be underground somewhere, because now that I'm up here, I don't see him. I've started setting this up for more crops up here. There's a little path that I've got going on down here around the tree. I like how closed in and close everything feels. So, the reason I've been working into roots, some of the spells that you can do are really cool. I have a few of them in here, but I'm not sure if I have all of the materials on hand. Let's take a look at what I got in here. This has got... Okay, this one is full, so I can do Light Drifter. What does it need? Persickia and Moonglow Leaf. Those are the ones I do not have. Let's do 4 of those and 4 of those. Put them in my pouch. I do need to upgrade this pouch to the larger version. This is just regular, like, backpack storage. I can put anything I want in here. And the larger version, this is a component pouch. The larger one is called the Apothecary pouch, and it's bigger. So that'll be cool. All right, so for Light Drifter, let's do that over here where we see the creeper. Light Drifter allows us to phase through blocks. So now I can go through here. So he's down there in some poisonous stuff. And then when it expires, I poof back into my body. Light Drifter pulls me out of my body, lets me go into blocks, and then poofs me back. So let's do it again. You can see I'm in here. Someone has done some caving under here recently. Because I discovered somebody's little stair step down when I was sculpting things. I don't think I did that, but I don't remember now. But yeah, so that's kind of cool if you're, it's a very short spell. It's not a really long thing, but if you just want to like, I hear zombies. Why do I hear all these zombies? You can use your light spell and teleport in and go, oh, there they are. Okay, I can go get them. Sense danger. What does it need? Wild root, we have it. There you go. It makes all of the mobs nearby glow, which we've got those there. So you can see where I've got dangerous mobs. I don't know how long. I also get... Yeah, I don't know how long. But yeah, so it can see what you're doing. Growth Infusion is the one I've been using the most. It pretty much does bone meal ticks on crops. So there we go. We just grew our spirit herb. It only does one crop at a time. Magnetism I haven't used, but as you can guess, it will pull dropped items to you. I don't even think... Oh, I have wild root. Okay. Grove Supplication. I've only had to use this once, and that is the activating the Grove Stone ritual. You could have more of these because each Grove Stone does this planting effect, but it also speeds up crop growth a little bit. But it does speed up crop growth in its vicinity. So that's kind of why it's over here in this little bit of farm. I might put another one like down here somewhere and then one up there, just because, yeah, crop growth is a good thing. And then our other one, I haven't done any of these yet, and I don't know if I have everything. I've got Life Drain, Sky Soar, and Time Stop in this one. It's currently selected at Sky Soar, and it needs a Sky Berry. Let's put some of those in here. And this one allows you to, it launches you in the direction that you're aiming. So let's say we want to go there. Aha! So yeah, I don't have a lot of cloudberries yet, so I can't do that, but there we are. That's our basic little bit of flight, I guess. I can't get down there. If you still take fall damage, so you have to keep that in mind, but it'll launch you in a certain way. And I'm doing shift right click to change which slot. Life Drain is one that I can't do yet. I don't have a good supply of the baffle caps. I'll be getting that shortly. Those are the mushroom, these purple mushrooms here. I can get them via the pyre crafting, but you can also grow the large ones like regular mushrooms. I have two from that recipe from doing a pyre crafting. But I want to go over to a mushroom island where there's mycelium and plant these and bone meal them and get the really big ones. So, and then break them down. So they'll work just like regular mushrooms. From what I've read, when you break the big blocks, you drop the smaller ones. So when I have that, Life Drain does exactly what it says it does. It's going to pull HP from a hostile mob and give part of it to yourself. So you could, like, I'm sure if you've played any like Final Fantasy or anything, Life Drain pulls, for example, 50 HP from the hostile mob and you get 25 type of thing. So that's the way that one is. Time Stop is one that'll be very helpful for me since I'm a scaredy cat. It stops mobs temporarily. Now like I said, I don't have any nearby, so I'm not going to be able to do it unless I'm fighting something. But you do it, and all of the mobs around you freeze for a period of time, so you can run away or beat the heck out of them. I think the duration is only like 2 or 3 seconds. It's really short, so it's not like you can do a whole lot of amazing damage or anything. And I do not know if it works on boss mobs. So those are the spells. I mean, there's a bunch of spells here. All of these dusts are spells you can apply to wands. There's 20 something. And these each hold 5, and I want all of the spells, just because. I'd like all the spells. So, yeah, I was working with some of those, getting some resources. The calyx soil here, you make the elemental soil in a fey crafting. Here's the recipe for that. And you do fey crafting by putting these supplies in the fey crafter and then right-clicking it with a sacrificial knife, which I might have somewhere. But yeah, you click it with a knife and it does the crafting for you. The elemental soil can be used as farmland, I think, because it says it gives growth ticks in the book. It says it gives some slow growth ticks. But if you take the elemental soil and do something else with it, you can get one of these other 4 varieties. The calyx soil requires you to drop it on a surface closer to the sky and unobscured from it, which means you can't just drop it here on the land. You have to go up. So I've just made a little jump draft, yeah, up there, and I just threw it down and it converted it into calyx soil. So I just did the one because you have to do a recipe each time for each soil. So it's not something I can do in bulk. The one that I'm most interested in next is this aqueous soil, and this one is you toss it into a pool of water. So this is the one I want to do now because I want to see what it looks like. And this one you'll be growing the Dugonia on. So, I believe that's it. Let me grab the book. I'm pretty sure the Dugonia is the one that you grow on the aqueous soil. Where's my book? There it is. Alright. The Dugonia aqueous soil. So this is the one we're going to do right now. We're going to make the elemental soil that we can grow it on, and then we're going to do the pyre recipe. I believe I have lily pads, and if not, where did I see some? Oh, yeah, over that way I think is a swamp, so we can grab a couple. They're not very far away. So, elemental soil is what we need first. So we're going to need dirt, gravel, bone meal, wild root, and terra moss. And I know I have bone meal. There's one. I have dirt. Let's grab the gravel. Dirt, gravel, bone meal. So we just need terra moss and wild root. And it's getting on nighttime, so let's sleep. If sleep were just a couple more seconds, I'd be able to get a sip of coffee fast enough. Alright. Terra moss and wild root. And so we need, since it's a fey recipe, I need to see if I have my sacrificial knife in here. I do. Please, cool. Okay. Alright, let's go over there. And we'll do this fey crafting. Might have to break some of these flowers that has been growing around it. Okay. Dirt. See, it says it's gonna make it. So all you have to do is right click it, and you can see them spinning around here. And there we go. And whoops. I think it goes right into my inventory. Broke it. And it's too far away for that worm, so I need to see, do I have... I don't have a hoe with me. Oh well, pop you in there. We're gonna put these in there too. Alright, so this elemental soil says to just throw it in a pool of water. I'm going to assume it means not flowing. And even though this is animated, we're gonna head over here to the ocean, where the water looks like it's standing still, and just throw it in there. And there we go, aqueous soil. And it does look like it has the color palette that I'm gonna go for. With my City of the Gods. Huh, that's kind of cool. You get a little watery effect. You got the little the cloudy, smoky effect from the cloudberry over here too. I don't get a drop every single time I break it, which I think is intended. It is a harder one to get, so I would need more cloudberries. So there we go. We have some aqueous soil. I kind of like it. I'm not quite sure about the animation, but it's something that I can tolerate because the color palette is... Can you imagine that with marble around it? And this being the soil, and we're going to have liquid starlight and aquamarine, and yeah, I think that could work. So we need to make the plant. We need to get a plant crafted so that we can grow it on there. And so the Dugonia recipe. The Dugonia. Grass, sugar, terramoss, lily pad, lapis. Do I have the lily pad? Probably not, but we do have... We have shears on us so we can get grass. Oh, let's make sure I haven't accidentally picked up a lily pad. And doesn't look like it. So yeah, we're gonna have to go get a lily pad real quick. No problem. Anything else while we're out? We'll grab the grass. And I need sugar and lapis. Okay. And like I said, I believe in this area, I think there's lily pads in here. It's getting... Does it look like it's getting dark? No, it just was underneath a tree. Alright. Did I see lily pads in here? Maybe I didn't. Nope. Alright. I know we could look for a swamp, but is there any other method? Well, a block. We don't have cactus. We could probably get cactus, and I don't want to get into mana. The ritual of transmutation. We don't have pumpkins. This is roots, by the way. The ritual of transmutation is roots. I haven't seen pumpkin either. I wonder if we can get pumpkin from our cooking for blockheads market. I'm thinking we can. What's weird is you can't get carrots or potatoes. I had to get those from Edward. He was kind enough to bring some over. Because yeah, I've not done enough exploring to know where a swamp is at. You know, let's see if it's one far away. Search for a swamp. Swampland. Whoa, 3,000. No, 2,300. No. We're gonna get lily pads a different way. Alright. I don't want to travel that much just for lily pads. I'd rather try to get pumpkins. We need 1 emerald. Do we have 1 emerald? Oof, we're low on emeralds. But let's grow you. And do I happen to have a pre-made hoe? I have a little bit left on this stone hoe. Okay. Let's go plant you, and hopefully it'll be near one of these worms, perhaps? If we put you there, you'll grow. Yeah, we'll put you there, and this will we'll be able to boost the growth. I wonder, this is the one I think that has growth. Yep. There we go. Now we just have to wait for a pumpkin. And since we put the coffee seeds in here, let's whoop! Pumpkin! Hey, guys! Won't have to wait. There we go. Okay. We're gonna need, I think it said pumpkins on sand will give us cactus, and then we'll be able to do the ritual of we could make the moistener, the hydrator. Fill this with water so we can infuse blocks that are designed to help automate concrete, and there are a few other recipes as well. Input blocks above and withdraw on other sides. Fantastic. We have all these other things. So it's the cactus we're working towards. We need a piece of sand. Alright. And then we need to do the ritual transmutation, which I've never done. So let us find the ritual of transmutation. This ritual requires standing stones. Of course, we have another step to do. Okay, it only requires 1 standing stone, so we'll only need to do the fey crafting for runestone once, unless I have 3 of these. There's 1 in my inventory because I wanted to share that I had gotten it. That's another fey crafting to get the runestone. I have, oh good, I have enough. And we have a chisel to convert it, 1 of them, to that. So, let's put you here. Just needs to be within range. And then we'll just put the sand with the pumpkin on top, and that will turn into cactus once we have everything we need in the pyre. And it's almost night, I should sleep. Pumpkins planted on sand will turn into cactus. Great. Oh, too far. So it needs another chisel runestone. Good, we have 1. Moss stone we have. Furnace, cloudberry, birch root. Let's go grab those things and sleep. Moss stone. I know I saw some. There we go. A moss stone. Cloudberry. We need to make a furnace. Do I have any cobble on me? Alright. cloudberry, birch bark. All right, furnace, cloudberry, birch bark. We need that chiseled runestone. The intended recipe for this is for the bricks, which is for the regular, so it's craftable that way too. And then there was one more thing. Mossstone. Alright, so there we go. It says it's going to do the transmutation, and in order to trigger a transmutation, we need a flint and steel, because we need to light the pyre. There we go. If you look at that, it says the transmutation progress is going to take... Oh, you must be able to do a whole bunch of these, because it says I've got a whole... almost 2 minutes remaining. I don't have any other things I need to transmute, otherwise that would be awesome. I don't need cocoa beans or jungle stuff or melon, so we have our cactus. We're gonna let it grow before we harvest it because we need one for the hydrator. So we'll make the hydrator. Let's do I have my shears out? There we go. Let's fetch some of this grass. All right. Let's make the hydrator. This is from Cyclic. 2 buckets of water, a block of iron, some terracotta, clay, and a dropper. Okay. Iron block. We have the other iron down in our powered furnace, so we're okay. We're not actually out. Clay. 2 blocks of clay, but we also need to do 3 terracotta. So we can pop that in here. And then we need 2 buckets of water. We've got 2 buckets. Whoop. I need to fix that. Don't want to be falling out there. All right. And so it's iron, clay, bucket. Oh, we need to do the dropper. I only have the one crafting station at the moment. I haven't needed more than one. And then you guys. Now, I don't think this takes power because it says that it's intended for concrete, and it doesn't take power to make concrete. So I don't think this needs power. But where do I want to put it? Sure. Always on, recipe unlocked. It does take power. All right, so since it takes power, hi Owen. This, okay, it says it's filling up with power. Good, it's got power. So we just needs water. And then we can do... vines, seed, cactus, and water. Seed. You have too much spare time. What is that? What is spare time? Can you use growth ticks on cactus? You can. Hey. Unless that was just a fluke. Let's take it as a fluke. Just... Alright. Oh shoot, we need water. I have no clue how much water this is going to need. So let's grab 2. Hopefully it only needs 1 to make a lily pad. And hopefully I don't need to pump it in, that I can just right click a bucket of water. Alright. Oh good, it just, yay. You. I wonder how long it takes. Does it have to be... It only says 25 millibuckets. What I'm wondering is, does it have to be in that? Yeah, that's what I was saying. It has to be in that format. Cactus, grass, vine, seeds. Yep, there it goes. It is shaped. So now we have our lily pad. Fantastic. Alright, and this is where I forgot what else we might need. Dugonia. Terramoss. Okay. Oh, now there's a rose bush there. Alright, Terramoss, was it lapis? Sugar? Yeah. Sugar, lily pad, and grass. And then we need our sacrificial knife. That isn't the right recipe, apparently. Oh, it's a pyre. Dang it. It's not fey crafting. It's a pyre crafting. Over here. And that needs a flint and steel. Okay. Yay! And so we should be able to take one of these. Nope. Says you grow the Dugonia on here because does it just plant as a seed? It does. Okay, good. Great. Now we have access to those. We'll get our little pad in here. Are we gonna need to make Dugonia again? Probably not. Alright. Put that in our organics chest. So that unlocked some things for us. It tells us there's new things this way, but we have a couple new spells we could do. There's Iced Touch. Applying the effects of water in the world without getting wet. It can be used to on fire to extinguish it, or lava to make obsidian. Well, that's kind of cool. It requires Dugonia to actually do that, and we need snowballs. Yeah, snowballs. And then Second Wind. It's next to impossible to explore the ocean unless one can take the form of an aquatic creature. This spell greatly helps with an aquatic adventure. Casting it, even while underwater, will refill the caster's breath to full. That's awesome. That one is worth it. And we have everything to craft it. We just need to grow some Dugonias so that we have the components to actually do the spell. But we can create the spell. That's really cool. We need some more sugar cane, which I have tucked out here. Hey! Well, that explains what's happening here. I keep planting sugarcane and it keeps disappearing, apparently. I'm sure my hamster is hungry. I should feed him. Let's see what I got in here. I have some hamster food. Let's feed him. Are you hungry? Oh. Make your cheeks all big and puffy. Well, they could be puffier. But now you're fed for a couple days. Alright. We were working towards the spell, which needed 1 sugar cane. Second Wind. Piece of clay, glass bottle, iron. Piece of clay I've got. Glass bottle. The last piece of smelt iron that we've got, and then one of the Dugonia. Alright, and that is done over here in the mortar and pestle. Okay, we put it in the imbuer and the spell rod that has space. This one. Oh, no, I didn't need to do time stop, but thanks. So apparently it's done time stop even though I have no mobs around me. Yay! There we go. Now we have Second Wind, and it requires Dugonias to cast, which we only have the one, so I'm gonna wait, but at least we have that spell now, so that's cool. Let's put this back with the mortar and pestle. Woo. All right. Make sure this is still running fine. It should still be getting... Yeah, we're fine. One oil generator is all we need at the moment. So, yeah. Let me look at my to-do list. I do want to get some form of flight, so it might be something worth looking into. It doesn't have to be creative flight right away, and I know we do have that spell that could launch us up certain places, and that might be useful. But yeah. Okay. My to-do list in front of me. Things to do. Gotta keep yourself occupied. I want to get all of the spells, just so you guys know, for roots. I'll probably do quite a bit of that on my own time because it's repetitive. You just saw me do one. It's just the same thing, just different ingredients over and over again. I need to get more of the herbs and things. There's a few more I need to get for my farm for the root stuff. I would like to make larger areas for these elemental ones. Might move them up there. Who knows? There are some rituals that can be done. And I need to get some wildwood, and that's one of the rituals, to get some wildwood in order to do some further, you know, advancement in the mod. Wildwood is something that the saplings do not exist in the world. You can find a druid and, you know, buy one, I believe. I don't know what this first input range means, but otherwise you need to do a ritual to get one. We have another little house to build, a little farmhouse to build. I want to make my roots area look a little nicer. Like, this is going to be the roots area right here. So I want to make it look nice, but I probably going to put a grove stone over here so that it starts looking overgrown with the grass and the flowers. And we'll probably put another tree like right here. Maybe I'll get a couple of wildwood saplings from the ritual, and I can plant a few of them. We'll see. So a little farmhouse is going to go over here, and its main purpose will be, whoops, I didn't know I could reach that far. It will be canola oil. And do I have room for you in there? Not really. Anyway, tree farm over here. I need to chop this birch tree down, I think. I don't know what my farmhouse is going to look like just yet. I've been kind of just going with a rustic kind of look, you know, cobble and wood, because those are usually the starter materials you've got, right? It's cobble and wood. What do we need for wildwood? Maybe we'll find out what I need to do for wildwood. That's not what I want, but that would be cool. The spreads forest. No, that's the one to get Terra. There we go, that one. So we need to get a wild root crop over here. That's definitely something we can do. Okay. Let's do 4. And we can at least get them growing while we are doing other things. I'm going to need to get water. And we'll put it under the standing stone. Okay. And we'll put one. Do you want to go up 1 or down 1? I can't remember. And then one in, ouch, one in front here. That reach? No. What am I thinking? We'll pick you up. And we'll move you. It's time to sleep. All right, so what do we need for the ritual? Dark oak bark, wild root, oak bark. We need to get some dark oak bark. Okay. So I need to get some dark oak. And that I have somewhere. Here we go. And let's just place it down here. And then get our knife. And when we break the logs with the knife, we get the bark. Okay. So it was 1 dark. Put that in there. 2 oak, a spirit leaf, and that's the quest book. Wild root. The wild root, according to the lore, is the remnants of the wildwood tree that just can't become trees anymore. Needs terra moss. How are we with terra moss? We've got 5. We're okay. Okay, let's do this. I've never done this one, so this will be interesting. Should just sprout trees. I don't know if it'll sprout all 4 or just 1 at a time. There's 1. It does 1. Okay, good to know. The uniqueness of this tree is that it will never drop any saplings. So You won't get saplings from this. The only way to get these trees is through this ritual. It will drop wild root. So we are going to probably chop this one down. Never seen one, so they're pretty. The wood is here. It does have some, you know, ladders, fencing, walls, things that you can build with, trapdoors. And then here's the planks and the stairs. So it does have... What is this? I wonder what this is used for. The wildroot rune. Runic carving. I have no idea. Gonna have to learn about that at some point. So yeah. Something I did read, if you put a chest under the pyre and put your components that are needed for rituals in it, so if we had put the bark and the wild root and whatnot in the chest under the pyre, it would continue the ritual until the components were all gone. So you wouldn't have to keep reactivating the pyre. So yeah, that if we have all the stuff, would be something to get the other 4 trees. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, so this is, I'm going to need 9. I'm going to need more of this stuff. So let's get some more oak. And then we needed spirit herbs. We need that 3 more times. Which tree do we want to chop down? We should just go over there and get that tree. In our tree, the little tree farm that I've got, I have 1 oak tree over here. Okay. Hi, Darkwing. So we need 2, and then we'll put the rest in there. We need 1 of those. And 1 of those. And then... my mind just went blank. What else we needed? The wild root itself. 2 in there. Okay. Actually, can we... sneak right click to do it again? Okay, yes. Just chuck you all in there. Or not. There we go. Two barks, wild root, spirit. Okay, so if this is correct, that I think I read it in the book, that it'll pull things from the inventory under it. That it should do this ritual after this one, it should do it again. And I don't know what the range is for these wild root, that's why I put them in different spots to see if there was a range. There's another one. It looks like well, it is different. Okay, it's like looks like they might be exactly the same, and it does not look like it redoes that. Where did I read that at? Maybe it's just in the wrong spot, which is what I'm trying to see. Ongoing rituals can be cancelled. Or maybe it was something else that would... Maybe it's the Fey crafting that would do that. One of these will continuously craft. We're gonna say the pyre is not one of them. There's the other tree. Last time. Yay! So now we have some wildwood trees. And I will be chopping down at least one of them. We'll leave the chest there for now. It's not hurting anything. I like the leaves. They're almost spruce-like. So, yeah. All right. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break and stretch my legs, get some more coffee. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere.